Hi, my love. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. This is going to be the first part of your energy reading. The second part is going to be the tarot reading portion of that. But this first part is actually just me going through what I wrote down for you as I was as I was looking at your photo and just kind of tuning in. So let's get started. First thing that I was seeing was an image of water trapped behind two doors. So it was almost like the two doors were acting as a dam. They were closed, shut tight. They were huge, like just huge two doors. And there was just a flow of water. And the water was somewhat serene, but it looked like it had like waves towards the end, like it was trying to push its way through these doors. So because I saw the image of the water being almost trapped, I wrote trapped behind two doors. It was almost like I couldn't discern whether this was a protection mechanism. So I put to be stuck or to protect one's feelings. So I put either or. To be stuck, the water could perhaps be stuck behind the two doors due to fear. So it could be maybe you are dealing with some certain fear or some sort of emotional stress where maybe you've been feeling the need to kind of lock in your emotions, which would make sense why the water would be trapped behind the doors. The doors could be symbolizing your heart. They could be symbolizing your body, your mind, yourself, your ability to move forward, that kind of thing. The other thing I put is, or is it to protect your own feelings? So are you purposely trapping and holding back the water or holding back your emotions to protect yourself from something? So it's really interesting that I saw that because it could completely reflect maybe there's some sort of thing that you're just going through right now, dealing with some stress with emotions or with another individual or something like that. Then I saw the aura and I put it has a lot of colors. So there was a lot of different colors to your aura, and it was basically cut in half. So I was seeing like the top half and then the bottom half, which is like the lower half of your body. And I put down greens and yellows are at the top of you, and then I put down a desire for abundance, always wanting more. So to me, that was like green is the color of abundance. It's the color of money. It is the color of growth. Plants, when we think of plants and their ability to grow, it is abundance. Yellow is the color of happiness. It's the color of health. It's the color of air energy. Whereas green is earth energy. But I put always wanting more. So it's almost like when you obtain something that you've been wanting for quite some time, once you have it, it's like you want something new or you want something additional to that. It's almost like your soul is constantly hungry for something, and when you finally suffice it with whatever it is that you're craving, it's only good enough temporarily, and then after that, it's like you're hungry for more. And that kind of, I want to spend a little bit of time on that because that kind of thing is something that I do struggle with. That is a challenge with me too, where I want something more, and when I have what I thought I wanted, I want something different or I want something additional to that. So, I completely feel and empathize with that. But I feel like also that could be a little bit problematic too, because it kind of shows we are not always satisfied. So it's really hard to obtain satisfaction when we're literally never satisfied. So that could be maybe something that you're currently just dealing with right now. I put always wanting more. Okay, the lower half is where it was like more gem tones, and those are like real dark, the dark versions of the colors. So I saw reds and blues, and I put you were being guided to be more intuitive with your grounding and travel. So when it comes down to, because I know you have travel on the mind, and you are looking to relocate and all of that, your aura is showing more of the intuitive colors. So intuitive being blues and purples and all of that. So more of like the deeper colors, the colder colors, I guess you could say. And because it's at your feet where your root chakra is, where you're grounded, where you're rooted in the world, to me, I'm taking that to mean you need to be more intuitive with your decisions of grounding and your decisions of travel or moving or wherever you place your roots. And by that, I mean, like, by being intuitive, it's like you got to trust your feelings, your heart. It has to come from your heart source. You could have people telling you this is the better option to take because of blah, 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 blah. But if your heart and your soul feels called to a specific location for whatever reason, it's almost like taking that leap of faith to obtain that. I put 2019 will be a year of taking leaps. So and that was in quotes because I was like, I felt like that was a direct message. So 2019 is a year of taking leaps. That means it is a year of taking chances, taking risks. This is the year for you to do things that are out of the norm. This is the year for you to take a leap of faith, like the Fool card in the tarot goes. You pretty much take a risk. And if you're not willing to take a risk, you're going to find yourself stuck. You're going to find yourself kind of like in that limbo phase. And I feel like sometimes we need to just take the leap of faith because what else is going to happen? Nothing is going to change if we don't try that. So that's going to be really important for you. I have a feeling that that's going to be a little bit scary as well. I feel like it's not easy to take a leap of faith when you don't know where you're going to land. I can completely understand. But when you want to travel and you want to go other places, that's going to be a necessity for you. That's going to help you do things that you normally wouldn't do. In the present, okay, so then I put in the present, be family oriented. Be family oriented, which means like spending time with a family, and be present. So I wrote be present. I don't think I put a little period there, but I think that's what I meant. Being present is living in the present. You are not worrying about the past. You are not worrying about the future. You are not worrying about, things that you basically don't have any more control over or that you can't really control right now in the moment. It is so vital and so important that we do live in the present. It is so easy to not because we are always looking long term. And a lot of times we are preparing ourselves for long term, but it's also important that you live in the present because it gives you a chance to enjoy your life in this moment, and you are enjoying the people who are in your life right now. So, I put family oriented because I'm saying it as like spending time with family, spending time with friends, people that you may not see after, you do take the leap of faith. And you don't want regrets, you know what I mean? Like you don't want regrets with that. So I also put something maybe blossoming. I see small flowers at the hands. So our hands are our ability to create, okay? And when I was seeing little small flowers, they're like little buds, like little baby flowers. And to me, that is symbolic for something's on the way. There is a creation in the mix. Flowers are, they could be symbolized as abundance. They could be symbolized as beauty or self-love. I put a desire for more beauty and fertility to life, which is so important for you because I feel like that's exactly what you desire. Fertility to life is just another word of saying like you want growth in life, you want abundance in life, you want the ability to create in your life. I put a lesson of living in the present and less in the future. So I wrote that down. I was already tapping into that for you. But I think that is a huge reminder. That is a huge reminder for you. It is for you to remember living in the present moment and don't obsess so much over the future because you miss out on right now. That's a big lesson for a lot of us, to be honest. And then I put there's an elderly woman to your right. And then I wrote cooking in a question mark. I don't know if this was somebody in your life or somebody who is presently in your life. It could be, you know, it doesn't always have to be a spirit who is past, but it could be someone who is present in your life who you enjoy their cooking. It could be someone maybe that you've had on your mind and you've been thinking about this cooking that they used to do that you love. But I was seeing that too. And then I put feed your soul with nutrients for survival. So that is like a very that is like a very grandma-ish thing to say, right? Or just somebody who is giving you wise wisdom. So if this is a guide or whatever, I wrote in quotation marks, and I'll just say it again because I feel like that's such a powerful phrase. Feed your soul with nutrients for survival. So whatever it is that you are reading, learning, the people that you are hanging out with, the conversations that you are having with these people, the activities that you surround yourself with, the kind of work you do, blah, 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 like everything that you do, you should be thinking about, is it feeding your soul and is it helping you survive or learn how to survive in your life? And that's powerful. I feel like that's powerful. So I feel like that goes hand in hand with the elderly woman that I was seeing. So whether this is like I said, a spirit guide, or this is someone who's passed, or it's just someone who's been on your mind, that was something that was really prominent with them. So that is basically it. That was everything that I got for you. So go ahead and watch the second video, and that will take you to the tarot reading portion of your reading. Thanks, love.